but they shouldn't be stopped because they should be going right now, because they're making a mistake. On this video, I'm going to show you how to be quicker at roundabouts. So right now I'm approaching a roundabout and I'm in third gear, and it's important that you change to second as you approach it. I'm not going to gear down just to show you what it's like when you don't gear down and how much time it takes. So I'm going to leave it in third. I'm checking the right side from early, but I can't really make the turn in third because it's too much for the car. Then I'd have to slow down more and get into first gear. You see, that took much longer, whereas if I'd approached that in second, I could have just kept on moving. But because I was in third, the car started rumbling a lot. Not ideal for doing roundabouts. So I'm going to show you the correct way, which is approaching it in second gear. I'm going to go down to second as I approach it. Then you see how much smoother it is. So I'm in second now. There's nothing on the right. I can keep moving in second gear without having to stop. If I was in third there, I'd have to come to a stop so I can gear down properly, because otherwise third would not be smooth for that turn there. There's a car in my lane slightly, so I'm just going to go in a bit slower. And then next I'm looking to the right already, and I can see it's clear over that side, so I can keep moving. It's really important that you gearing down properly so that as you approach it, you're in the correct gear. So already I'm checking the right side from early. What you don't want to do is leave it until you get to the roundabout to start checking. If you can see from far away that it's clear on the right, you can start moving. But there's a car coming from the right over there, but there's also this car that's going to come and block them, which means then I can move now. So I was looking to the right, but I was also looking for any blockers that were coming from the left side over there. When that car came to block him, I could then move. So here I'm turning right, but I can't really see on the right side over there because of that hedge. So I'm just going to check my mirrors and then signal right. Because I need to go slowly, I need to go into first gear. And I'm already checking the right from early. Even though I can't really see much, I can see through the hedge a little bit, but I'm already checking. I'm also checking for any cars that are coming this way that are going to turn to go this way. Because if any cars coming from there turning this way, it means that they'll block this person over there or these people over here. In that case, then I can go. So I'm going to creep forward and I'm looking to the right early. I can see there's a van coming from there, so I'm going to wait. And then once it's clear like now, so now I know this car has to wait for me. That's another reason why people take too long sometimes. They're scared of the cars that are coming from the left. You need to be confident and know that the cars on the left have to wait for you, so that when you start moving, they wait. I'm going to just go through here, checking the right from early. I'm in second gear. The right is a bit busy, so then I can stop. But there's a car behind. Both of them are indicated to turn this way, which means I can go. If there's two cars turning, there's definitely enough time for you to move. If there's only one car turning, it's probably best to keep waiting. And if you're going straight at a roundabout, all you're concerned about is anybody turning from there or anybody from this side, but this person's got no indicator, so which means they're going straight, then I can go. You got to trust the people's indicators. Sometimes people get it wrong, but majority of the time it's the right signal, so you got to trust it, otherwise you're going to wait too long at roundabouts for no reason. I'm going to be turning right at this roundabout, so I'm going to check my center and then right. Checking from earlier, there's two lanes over there and the car is in the other lane, so I don't need to worry about him too much. If he was in the lane closer to us, that means it's coming towards us, then I wouldn't have gone. But because they're in the other lane, you don't need to wait for them. So I can't really see, so I'm going to just approach it really slowly and go into first gear. I can see that car is in that lane over there. Even though they've got no signal on, the lane that they were in let me know which way they were going. So don't just look at signals, also look at their positioning. If they're in the lane to come towards you, you got to wait for them. If they're in the other lane, you can start moving, especially if they've got no signal on. Because sometimes people don't signal because they think, I'm in this lane, I don't need to signal because everyone's going to know where I'm going. But if you're the one that's coming from that side, make sure you signal. Whatever lane you're in, let's signal so people know which way you're going. You also want to get good at using the gas and the clutch together to move off quickly, because it's no good knowing when to go if you just use the clutch. Because look, when I use the clutch now, it's quite slow. Practice using the gas and the clutch together to move off quicker, and I'll show you how to do that now. So what you can do is go to a quiet road and practice moving off with the gas and the clutch together. And then when you get to the roundabouts, it should be a lot easier, because if you just use the clutch, it's not going to be quick enough sometimes. And you're going to go slowly and then you won't be confident to go. You're also more likely to stall as well if you only use the clutch. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So right now I'm just going to use the clutch to move off. Make sure it's safe first. So if I just use the clutch, you see, it's not that quick. You move off a little bit and then the car slows down again. But if I use the gas and the clutch together now, watch the difference. So let's say I'm trying to move off at a roundabout and it's quite busy, yeah, and I can just go. You see the difference between using the gas and the clutch? I'll show you one more time. So when you're ready to move, gas and then clutch to the biting point and then bring up the clutch more as you add more gas. That way, you'll move off a lot quicker. than just using the clutch. So this roundabout, once I've seen these guys going, use a bit of gas, bring my clutch up, and you see, that way the car picks up speed nicely. So here, I want to go straight. I need to give way to anybody coming from the right, but I can see this car's indicating, that car's indicating as well. But then you see this car's going to come and block them, which means I can go now. So you need to be looking at the right and also looking ahead for any people that are going to come and block them. And once they start doing that, especially if there's a couple of them or a few of them, you can then start moving. So right now I can see those blockers are coming through, but then they're getting blocked by this person, so that means that van can come through. That car's turning, so I don't need to worry about him. All I'm concerned about now is anybody that's turning this way, but there wasn't anybody doing that, so then I can make my move. So here I can see there's people coming from the right hand side, but they've stopped, but they shouldn't be stopped because they should be going right now, because they're making a mistake. That's why they're getting beeped. Don't think he knows what he's doing, because he's got his left signal on, but he's going round. Okay, he was turning all the way around. If you want to turn all the way around, don't put your hazard lights on, that's going to confuse everyone. Put your right signal on, and then you can go. So I'll show you, if you want to go all the way around, this is how you do it properly. So I'm going to signal to the right, I'm going to go really slowly, so everyone knows I'm going all the way around. There's a car on my right, so I'm going to wait for him. Then once he's gone, I'm going to go slowly and wide, so this person behind me knows that I'm trying to turn all the way around. Yeah, because if I was to go fast there, they would think that I'm just making a normal right turn. But if you want to go around all the way, just go slowly, a little bit wider than normal, then that way people know you're trying to go around.